Hello everyone, I'm Andrea Asten, the author and creator of the Book of Shadows, an Alchemist story. As a multimedia artist, my job consists in bringing the power of imagination to our world with different kinds of projects. Theater shows, films, exhibitions, animations, games, and of course, tarot. The Book of Shadows, an Alchemist story, is a multimedia project that will take you on a journey of discovery as we explore the meaning of tarot and the nature of magic via the power of imagination. Imagination is the primary point of access to what we call magic. It transports us to a liminal space where everything we can conceive exists before we actualize it in our reality. With fantasy, we can explore ideas in a more vivid manner, going beyond the limits of our rational minds. The Book of Shadows, an Alchemist story, consists of a tarot deck, a book of magic, and a mockumentary. I reinterpreted the traditional archetypes associated with tarot, projecting them in an unairy fantasy land inhabited by mysterious figures and mythical creatures. Free of any specific cultural references, the deck is intuitive for beginners and yet rich enough for expert readers, thanks to its different layers of symbols and meaningful images. The specific intent of this deck is to be used to open new windows in our intuition and consciousness. Every illustrated detail, symbol, and even the color palette aid in transcending the very borders of the cards, freeing our imagination. The Book of Magic is in the form of a graphic novel. I needed a different form of communication, more poetic and visionary, in order to grasp the ungraspable nature of magic and communicate the incommunicable. So I created my own alchemical language, mixing images, symbols and words. In this way, I expanded upon the potential of the graphic novel, a medium that works in a similar way as tarot, but by connecting frames instead of cards. The Book of Magic recreates a fictional history of tarot, transporting the reader into a vibrant dimension of light and futuristic marvels, where alchemy, magic and science intertwine. However, in the darkness there is something lurking, cunning plots and dangerous truths wreak havoc that could bring the world to the verge of collapse. The main character, the Alchemist, while trapped in an ancient epical war between occult powers, becomes a mere pawn in a much larger game and is cast into a cosmic odyssey beyond space and time. Tarot will have a pivotal role. Page after page, as the story unfolds, the book itself becomes part of the narrative, as it transforms into a tome of magic, mixing tarot, philosophy and art, analyzing card meanings, reversals, spreads, and much more. To make the Book of Magic even more magical, I asked John Matthews, living legend in the world of tarot, an expert of myth and lore, to be part of this adventure. He wrote a beautiful poetic text explaining the meaning behind the cards, with enlightening connection between my fantasy world and real-world historical references. And leading experts Sasha Graham and Rana George, whose contributions to tarot studies have changed the way we use our deck, contributed with their special knowledge and wisdom. This is the high-resolution remastered version with enhanced colors and high-fidelity soundtrack of the Book of Shadows, the historical thriller I've created as an artistic answer to the question, who invented the tarot? The mockumentary revolves around the mysteries of a manuscript and a deck of tarot cards, obscure works of our alchemist. It's a visionary adventure in a land of dangers, mysteries, and untold truths, where alchemy, magic, and science are intertwined in secret ciphers and cunning plots. After a couple of years of research and hard work to create the Book of Shadows, I decided to come on Kickstarter to invite as many people as possible from all around the world to bring their magic into the project. Yes, because you can contribute and influence it, and you can even be part of the graphic novel in the role of the supervillain. With your support, the Book of Shadows, an Alchemist story, can come to life. Let's color together this world with the power of fantasy and magic.